morning. It is just after 9 and we're going to go down and see the horses. So I'm going to go see Happy first, and we're going to get scissors and a few other little bits because Holly is finally home. So I know I said I was going to video her coming home, but it's a little bit stressful, unexpected, and I wouldn't have had a chance to film even if I wanted to. So Holly's home. She's not at the same place as Happy. She is keeping one of my other friends' horses company and matching their routine, but she's not just turned out anymore. She's in the stable and there's facilities for us to ride, so I will probably be bringing her back into work in the next few weeks. But yeah, so as I said, she's been turned out in the field, and for the past 6 months, maybe a little bit longer, she has not had a haircut, and it is disgusting. Parts of it come down to her shoulder, parts of it are short, some of it's really knotty, it's all pretty greasy. So we're going to chop it off, and we're going to maybe give her a bath depending on what the weather's like and how much of a mood she's in, because she can be a bit grumpy. But yeah, so we're going to go down to the yard, see Happy first, then go and see Holly, and yeah, I shall take you along for the ride. I'm at the yard with Happy and just getting a few treats just to go down to the field and see her, but most importantly I am getting my scissors and a few other little bits and bobs. Are you coming? She's like, no, I want to eat grass. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. So I brought Happy in. We're not doing anything exciting today, just going to give her a brush. I might take her down the lane for a little walk, but we'll see. So I decided we would go down to the bottom of the lane. So Happy's not in work at the minute, so we're just going for a little wander, just in a head collar leader. We're not going to go too far, but yeah, if you're wondering why she's not tacked up, that's why. So off we go. So yeah, just going down the lane, not going to go too far, just a little leg stretch. So we're on our walk, and look at the little cows. They're all huddled up together. Oh, and now she's seen all of that grass and doesn't want to move. Come on, Happy. Come on. She does make me laugh. We're back from our walk, so we're gonna go turn Happy back out now, and then we're gonna go see Holly. I shall see you when we get to the yard. So I'm at the yard where Holly is now. She's not in. Oh, hello, pussycat. She's not in a stable yet. She's out in the field. But before I bring her in, I'm going to muck her out because she's a little bit dirty. So yeah, gonna muck out and then I'll bring her in. So oh, sorry if I look a little bit sweaty and a bit gross. This is actually the first time I've mucked out since before lockdown. Happy's on full livery, so I don't need to do it, and because of lockdown I've not been working on the yards that I usually do, so I'm a little bit unfit. But as you can see, I have put banks in for Holly. Now the reason why I've done this is just because she's cleaner with it, and also because she's 19 now, I just like having that little bit of support there. So last night was the first night she was in the stable, so this bank has gone great. And the rest of it is a bit meh. I'm really OCD about my banks and just my beds in general. Everything has to be perfectly square and neat. So that bank there is really annoying me because it isn't. But there we go. Now, usually if I was mucking out, I'd have done the banks higher and done the bed deeper. But every yard is different, every person who mucks out is different, and I know from when I used to work here years ago that with the rubber matting and the stables, they never use too much straw, which is why you'll have seen she didn't have banks yesterday. But as I said, I prefer them, at least for Holly. But I'm now going to go muck out my friend's stable for her because she mucked out for me yesterday, and to be fair, it's not that mucky. So I'll give her a quick muck out and then we'll go bring Holly in. So, finished mucking out and we're going to go get Holly. But I just wanted to show you, I bloody done my finger in. So for those of you who think that mucking out and having horses is easy, I've mucked 2 out and I've already blistered my finger. Oh, I am so unfit. I can't believe that. I've gone from mucking, well, I used to muck out like 16, 20 horses a day. Absolutely fine. Two horses. But there we go. So on our way to go bring Holly in. That's the horse walker and that's the arena. And so like I said before, I have actually been on this yard before. I had both Holly and Happy here. This was absolutely ages ago. But Holly's here now, Happy isn't. I might bring them both together one day, who knows. But for now, they're staying on different yards. And here we go. So this is Angelo, that's Buster, there's Holly, and that's Avion at the end. And Holly's having a good old itch. So from here, she doesn't even look bad. But when you get close, her mane is ridiculous. So off we go. Holly, come on. Come on. Good girl. I am actually so surprised at that. Holly has always been an absolute twit to catch. She's broken my wrist before because she didn't want to catch and double barreled me. So I'm actually really impressed with that. Although she probably thinks she's going in and getting fed. But off we go. So yeah, I'm gonna bring her into a stable. I'm not gonna put her in the stable, I'm gonna tie her outside. And we're going to chop all of it off. Brilliant. Well, that was fun. Not. So basically, just as I was trying to bring Holly in then, Angela went very close to her bottom and she kicked out and has broken the fence. So it's only the bottom thing, but I'm gonna have to message the yard owner and let them know. But here we go. Here's Holly. Stand. And as you can see, her mane is ridiculous. It's short here, very, very long there, falling out in my hands, and just a bit of a mess. You know, sweetheart. So, yeah. I think what I'm going to do is brush her all over first, and then I will show you how I cut and brush my manes. Yeah. Okay, so I've given her a brush all over. She does need a bath, but I can't be bothered to bath her today. So as you can see, I've just brushed her tail, and all I've done is I've put this in it. So it's the NAF Shine grooming spray, and it's really good for getting knots out, and it makes the tail like really silky and smooth as well. So I just brush the tail like a person, because they've got nerve endings and things like that, and I can't imagine it'd be nice pulling on it. So I section it off. I start at the bottom where all the knots are and then work my way up. So with her mane, she has got, all right, sweetheart, she has got some disgusting dreadlocks. Now, I could just go and cut it straight off, but I don't think that's going to be the best option, because with it all being knotted, you don't know how it's going to cut, because if you cut straight across on a knot, which is twisted, you're going to end up with different lengths. So I'm going to put some of that stuff on. Now, I have said that this one I do like, but the other one that I like, which is a little bit cheaper, is the High, I think it's called Magic Shine, and that says detangler on the bottom as well. That one I use quite a lot for Happy, but this one, I think this one makes the mane feel nicer. So I'm gonna pop you back up there so you can see what I'm doing, or I might move the mounting block around actually. Yeah, I'm gonna move the mounting block. So, and then so all I'm doing is I've sprayed it all. Hello. She's very nosy. So I've sprayed it all, and now I am starting at the top here, but I'm holding it so it doesn't pull as much, but that's just because there isn't really any knots here. And then here, as you can see where the knots are, and you can see that. So hold my hand there and just brush them out. So that stuff kind of like, I think it's just like a conditioner, and it helps get them out. As you can see, it's also taken a lot of her hair out, but that's just because it's matted. Horses molt anyway, and there's a lot of it, in fact. I'm sorry about the kicking that you can hear. One of the horses, well, two of the other horses are in, because I think they're going out somewhere later. But it just means that there's a bit of extra noise. So, as you can see there, I was just getting stuck on this little knot. So I'm just going to spray it again. And then try and work through it. That knot that we had in is all gone. So I'm just going to do that with the rest of the mane, just going back between the spray and teasing it out. And then once I've done that, we shall start with the cutting. That has all come out of that one knot. So I'm not even halfway through her mane, and all of that is already out. Good girl. Okay, so her mane is all brushed through. And now, I've always actually liked Holly with a long mane, but even this is a bit too much. And this is everything that's come out of her mane, which is ridiculous. And now she's shaking it and it's all a mess again. But, okay, normally when I cut the mane, I would thin it. But now that I've got all that hair out, it is still quite thick, but it's not that bad. The only thing that really needs thinning is her forelock. But I don't have my thinning comb or my solo comb with me, so we're just using scissors today. Basically, all I'm gonna do is cut from about there and go across. Now remember, a horse's neck curves a bit, so it's not gonna sit straight. And then the tip to make it not look blocky is cutting upwards. So I'll put you down and let's see how it goes. Now, this is what I mean about you can't just cut straight, because it looks really unnatural and so it looks really unnatural and it's not straight to begin with at all. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush it. Look forward. Forward. No. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna brush it and hold down and trim. Just going to show you the difference what going up does. So this is the bit that I've just been cutting upwards, and that's the bit that I haven't. So you can see it's really choppy. Oh, it's not straight. And then it kind of looks more natural there. So we're just going to keep doing that. So the GoPro died, so I'm finishing the video off on my phone. I have just taken some hair off. And Holly's tail, if I work out how to spin you around, I'll just do it that way. So she looks so much better. Ah, pretty pony. Pretty pony. She's so grumpy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna brush everything through again and go over with a soft brush on her just to get rid of all of the hair. Just in case I didn't say it before, disclaimer, probably don't take tips from me. I'm no expert whatsoever. I just have my horses for a bit of fun. And I know a lot of people are really against using scissors, but I've had to learn ways on how to use them because Happy hates having her mane pulled and things like that, and to be honest, it's just quicker. So yeah, that's the other reason why I use scissors. But I think she looks pretty. Definitely had enough. Oh, stand up. Can you stand up? Super exposed then. So just so that you can see her mane again, it's not completely perfect. It's nowhere near perfect, but it's fine. It looks a lot more natural than when you just cut it with normal scissors, and that's because I feathered it upwards. And again, if you do it over a period of a couple of days, it looks so much better. So we're outside now. It is raining a little bit, but I just thought I would give you a better look at her mane and things like that because the lighting is better. So as you can see, her forelock needed thinning. Her mane isn't perfectly straight, but you can fix that by just taking your time and doing it over a couple of days. But it looks a lot more natural than if you just did it straight across with the scissors. So yeah, a lot of people had probably made it shorter, but she's not really doing anything, so it was just to give her a nice tidy up. Now, if you're wondering why I've said an extreme makeover but left whiskers on, which as you can see here, she has quite a lot of them, is kept on because some horses, Holly stand, some horses react negatively when they are taken off, and that's because they are full of nerve endings. Each one has got like 100 or something, and if you take them off, it can leave them super exposed, so everything is so much more sensitive for them, and they can head shake, they can rub their face against a wall, there's loads of things. But when the horses are still in the womb, so during the gestation, I'm not even going to try and say it, during their development, the vibrissae is one of the first things, well, one of the first hairs that develop. It's quite scientific when you get into it, but if you want to know a little bit more, I'll leave a link down to 2 articles. So one of them I wrote for the Royal Institute of Navigation, and then the other one is from Your Horse. So I wrote the one for the Royal Institute of Navigation first, and then I rewrote it slightly differently for Your Horse, and that was published in January. So I'll leave a link down below if you want to see them. Don't know how you can get it for free. I'll have a think and see if there's a way that I can get it for free for you, but if not, it's only a couple of quid, so you can go and have a look at them. So yeah, Holly's out in the field now. Hello! She's so pretty and extremely fat. So, she is going on a diet, kind of. So she's out here for a couple of hours a day, and then she's on limited haylage / hay when she's in the stable, but she's only been here a day and a half, so I'm gonna give her time to just relax and get used to her surroundings. Again, she has been here before. She used to be turned out in that paddock behind me, and also she used to just wander around the passageways, but she's not been here for 5 years maybe, so it's just getting used to it again. And there's different horses here, but when I do start bringing her back into work, I will do some videos on it, and I'll do it in different sessions, so starting with groundwork, moving on to lunging, maybe a bit of long reining, and then starting to ride. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, stay tuned, and yeah, I think that's going to be all for today. I hope you guys are all okay and you're having a wonderful time, enjoying the weather. Not right now though, because it's raining, but it has been really sunny. So yeah, see you later.